Hello, and welcome to Sitabit's Reflections for November 12th, 2013. I'm Hilda, and you're with me in my cozy little office in the Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia. And as I looked out today from this beautiful vantage point, I noticed that the forsythia has given yet another gift, and that would be a blossom or more. There's several blossoms here, actually. And the card we pulled today from the Angelic Messenger cards was about trust. And this too is about trust. The forsythia trusts that it will be able to put forth her blossoms and that they'll survive as long as they need to do whatever they need to do. And we trust as well. And how do we know we trust? By breathing in. In order to contemplate this, it helps if we get inside our plexiglass box. And in order to do that, we can do it very easily through breathing deep. And so place your hands on either side of your navel with your middle fingertips touching. And as you inhale, imagine that this breath is like this beautiful yellow blossom. And this blossom is just permeating, the yellow from it is just permeating every cell of your body, which is healing. And exhale. This time as you inhale, imagine that you have a plexiglass box. And this box is as wide as you need it to be, and as tall as you need it to be when you're lifting up to the sky. And exhale. As you inhale this time, invite your Creator and your highest self and your all-knowing beings to visit with you now for these next few minutes while you contemplate trust. And exhale. As you inhale this time, ask yourself, do you trust? And how do you know you trust? Well, one way is through your breath. When you inhale, you're breathing in the trust that you're going to be able to exhale it. And as long as we continue to do breathing, we will stay in contact with our Creator. And when we are in constant contact with our Creator, it's like we have an umbrella around us. And that spiritual umbrella keeps us from fear, which is the opposite of trust. It keeps us from looking at all the negative and allows us, invites us to look at the positive, like blossoms that are not supposed to be in blossom in November. And it says, it's okay to doubt, but when you look around, that's where the trust comes from. That every morning when we wake up, we trust that when we go to bed at night tomorrow is going to be a new day. And it's only through trust that we wake up and say, yes, it has been accomplished. We have a new day ahead of us. And we trust that by nightfall, we will have lived this day. Some of us will, some of us won't. But when you think of all the times that you've lost your trust, what is it that you've lost your trust in? If you think back, it's usually other people or circumstances, or you thought that this is what you really wanted and you trusted that it was yours to have, and then something else was given to you instead. And it's only when you turn around and look back that you realize that what you were given is what you needed to be given, number one, and that if you trust that whatever comes to you is meant for you, you will never ever be disappointed, because you recognize that it's a balance. If your life was all miserable, it wouldn't be very much fun. If your life was all comedy, after a while, it would become very sad. And so, while you're struggling with that balance, if you are struggling with that balance, the component that goes through it all is trust. And trust that you're doing your vocation. Trust that you're doing your purpose. And when you trust, then none of these negativities stay for long. They may float through like a cloud, but they don't stay for long, because you recognize that if you walk on trust, you'll never fall. It's like being a trapeze artist. There are times in life when you have to let go of that line and free fall until you get the next one. And there's lots of people in today's society that I talk to that are in between jobs or in between relationships or in between. And it all boils down to the same thing. What helps you reach out and get that next trapeze line is trust. So, take a nice deep breath in. Thank your Creator for the trust that you've been given so far, and that the continuing of it is done through your deep breathing. And exhale. This time as you inhale, thank your highest selves and your all-knowing beings for being there with you at this moment in time in your plexiglass box. And exhale. And this time as you inhale, take a look around. And if you need to clean up any debris in your plexiglass box, do so. And exhale. And this time, come back slowly, gently, and realize you too have another blossom inside of you with the autumn winds coming. Until the next time, namaste.